our quadriceps out. I'm going to show you a quad stretch. You want to lay on your back. You want to have a block, or if you don't happen to have a block, you can use a folded blanket. So you're just going to come onto your back. Bring your feet to the floor, lift the hips, slide the block or blanket under your hips and buttocks. And then you want to take the quad, the group of quads you want to stretch. You're going to move that foot back a little bit. If you can grab it with your hand, that's great, but if you're here, that's okay too. And then you're just going to drop the knee down toward the midline, and you'll feel that stretch. Now if you have the flexibility and you want to take it deeper, you can pick the foot up and take it underneath and stretch there. Great release for the inner groin all the way down to the knee. Make sure you don't have any pain in the knee or the back when you're doing this. And then just come up and switch sides. So for this stretch, you're going to use two blocks. You're going to bring the right foot forward, take the blocks to either side of the foot underneath the shoulder line. Sink down in the hips. That starts the stretch in the left quadricep here. And then if you want to deepen that stretch, you can lift the heel toward the buttocks, but keep the hips dropped forward, keep your chest lifted, and just take some breaths. Okay, so with the back leg down again, we're going to stretch the front hamstring. You're going to send the hips back, straighten the front leg, toes lift up towards you, lift through the chest, and invite a forward fold here. You should feel that stretch all down the front of all down the back of the and then you can just transition back and forth here with the quads. And then if you want to get real deep into the hip flexors, the next stretch is great for that. We're going to take the back toes to the floor. You're going to turn your blocks a little taller and right underneath your shoulders. Sink in the hips. And then you just want to try lifting the back leg without moving the hips very much. So just press through the left heel, extend the leg. You can lower the knee almost to the floor and extend it again. And then when you're done, just bring the knee down, shift the hips back, and you're ready to switch sides. Okay, so the next quadricep stretch is done standing. Works really well for those of you not too flexible in the knees or the ankles, which sometimes, impede you from moving into them deeper on the floor. So stand near a wall for balance. Bring both feet together, standing in mountain pose, nice and strong, tailbone tucked. And then you can use a belt or you can use your hand. I'm going to demonstrate with the belt. When you use the belt, you want to loop it and get it to the top of the foot. And then you can just bring it over the shoulder. You want to let the knees come close together and then stand up straight, tuck the tailbone. That's going to give you the best stretch. See what happens when you let go of the wall? So that's going to give you the best stretch across the front of the groin down to the knee. Okay, so keep your knees close. So another good stretch for the hamstrings and the quads is the L shape on the wall. Stand away from the wall, place your hands on the wall, send your hips back and try to get the upper body in a nice straight line. That's going to move the stretch into the quadriceps or into the hamstrings and also help open the shoulders. And then to move it into the quads, you're going to lift the chest, take one foot forward close to the wall, push the upper body away and bend the front knee. Take the stretch here and into the calf. You can just hang out here with the hands on the wall for a few breaths. Return to the L shape and then finish with the other side. So this last stretch is my favorite quadricep stretch. Very deep stretch. You do need to have some flexibility in the knees and ankles for this one. You're going to take a folded blanket near the wall just to protect the knee. And then I'm going to stretch the right quads first, so I'm going to bend the right knee and take it onto the blanket. My left foot stays on the floor. You're going to walk your way around, lift the back foot up the wall, try to get the heel a little bit to the outside of the hip, and then lift yourself up, tuck the tailbone, and back toward the wall to deepen the stretch. If that's too much, stay forward here, or get a chair here. And also, if it's too much on the foot, you can do this against a couch where your foot can rest on the cushions, and that way you don't have to worry about the tension in the ankle.